I think it's working now. It should be working now.
Okay.
Can you check real quick?
Yeah, I'm just doing it. No. Yes. Yes.
It is.
No. No.
No.
No.
Why not? The fuck?
Bro, I wish I could tell you.
It says to me it is.
It says waiting. It says waiting on the on the streams page. And now we're live now. Yeah. Yeah.
We're live, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hello and welcome to PS F2 with Jean Crystal Goring and myself, Darius Zolf Mazahari. 19 drivers on the grid today in Austria. And I'll take it over to Crystal to give you a lowdown on what's happening today.
As
while
we're
I
watching
sort across
Jericho Balgos starting his flying lap, and Ennis, his teammate, no, it's not his teammate, but his teammate gives him slipstream as we got the first one who retired. I think he crashed there. Okay, that's interesting. As climb guys, Jericho slipstream down the first straight into turn 3. As Jericho is in a really good position here to get pole position because he won the last race in the Netherlands.
He's quick, isn't he, Jericho?
Yeah, he's probably one of the quickest here on grid. Like the Mercedes team is very, very quick. As Bathurst said, a 1.4.9, but Jip goes even faster, and Jericho goes even faster when a 1.3.7.
Oh my god.
That's really, really quick. As Bulletproof now goes provisional P2 with 4 tenths down on Jericho. Who else is on the lap?
Sorry, it's my controller.
Fine.
I'm eating a lovely steak at the moment. Absolutely excellent steak.
Someone else trying. Okay. He's trying.
As we have a few drivers from F1 today who've kindly decided to give up their Saturday evening and race in F2 with an equivalent of a quali ban, including Liam Cross and Frank the Tank. I'm not going to try and say it. I'm not going to try and say his second name. There's a lot of traffic here, especially in Sector 2. Everyone just has to get out of the way of people who are on hot laps. This is the same issue last night in F3 and F4. It was just chaos. Always the short tracks.
Yeah. Always having some fun there.
Big issues. Yeah.
As Ennis starting his second flying lap because he backed out of this first one. The guy who won the first race of the season in Hungary because of a penalty of noise. As you're watching Ennis into turn 3.
Who had his driving lesson today before the race, taking some pointers from his instructor and how to take turn 3 correctly. Seems to have done a good job there.
JS friend set a very, very good lap as well. As Cohn as well. Only 1.5 tenths down on Jericho, who had slipstream. And is now at the end of Sector 2. What can he do? He's for sure up on his time, but how much? 2 seconds nearly. So he needs to cook in the last sector. Don't invalidate it. Hopefully for him, no, it doesn't. As he's now heading into the last 2 corners, the 2 right-handers. With a downshift here, no validation for Ennis. That was a pretty good exit here and goes provisional P4.
Good stuff from him.
Yeah. As who's else on the lap? Libano. No, he invalidated. Okay. So right now, no one on lap actually.
Did you just say Lib now is racing?
Yeah,
in the McLaren?
Yeah. The GOAT. Beautiful.
Everyone's favorite community manager. Mr. Adam Hurtus.
Oh, as Liam Cross starting his lap in his Ferrari. I think Liam and Ennis are pretty good as a team.
Oh, they're both on the IRT as well.
Yeah. And friends as well. They're probably in a party together. Or I know they're in a party together.
Hold on, I'm also coordinating I'm coordinating a crossplay here, and Mr. Matthew Wrongson is deciding to
to
to run
run
things
some
himself.
stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, nothing new.
Nothing new there. As I think Liam's just gone for 2 out laps.
Yeah, he pushed the first sector though. He's pitting. Okay, interesting. Oh yeah, I know. He can't. We said he's only driving when he's doing the last 2 challenges as well. That's fine.
Yeah.
Because
oh
he's
yeah.
everyone.
I'm trying to pay attention to loads of different things here. Sorry.
As Cone, that's couple sector 1. I don't know if that's accurate because it's his first timing lap here.
Mm-hmm.
So we will watch the Aston Martin driver. Actually, I'm pretty happy that we got 19 drivers because it doesn't look like it. Oh, Cone with a big snap of oversteer here. The ROT driver, I don't. Is he ROT still? Or did he left? Did you know that?
As far as I'm aware, he's still with RT.
Okay. Anyway.
As far as I'm aware.
A good sector 2 as well as he's heading into the last 2 corners. What can he do? He's in a very good position as well for pole position because he's very quick. No invalidation here as well because you get them easily there and goes provisional pole position by 1/10 of Jericho.
Great stuff from him. Cohen, who raced in F1 last week. Had a very good showing in the Netherlands.
No Skull, no Bartelstra or Alfie. No, he's not starting. Is Chip doing a lap? Yeah, he is. Into the 2 left-handers, pretty awkward in my opinion. 2/10 up on his time.
David Clark is after saying he's put his Mexico setup on for this race.
Oh my god.
What?
Oh.
To the moon.
Chip got distracted by the Haas of Frank, of Rudy.
As Frank is meant to be not qualifying. Frank, what are you doing?
He's doing some laps on Inters, so that's fine.
Inters, get out the track.
Who's still? Who else is on a lap? No one. Is Alfie on a lap? Yeah, Alfie is just starting his lap. In his Haas, he's 1.2 seconds down on Cone. And what can he do after sector 1? He's not up on his time, a little bit down actually. Oh, it's gonna be such a DRS train in the race, I can't lie.
Yeah, this track is very bad for it. Apologies for everyone watching. I am predisposed trying to sort out what's happening in PCF1. The crossplay tier because half the tier decided to go and watch Fortnite instead of play.
Everyone should lose the seat in my opinion. But that's not up to me, as Alphabeth is still not up on his time. What can he do in the last sector? As he said, purple sector 2. At least it shows me. Oh, he lost his car nearly. Oh my god. Yeah. Anyway, we're watching Chase Brand, who's on a lap as well, in his Alfa Romeo. Oh, a little bit of understeer here. What can he do? Can he challenge Cone for the provisional pole position? He's up 1/10 on his time, goes purple sector 2. Now he needs to find a few more, at least 1/10 in the last sector. Oh, what is Rudy doing? Oh, that was pretty good. And JS Brand goes provisional pole position, or does he? Yes, he does. And now we're watching Jericho. Is he up on his time? Or... yeah, 2/10 up. Jericho Balgos in the Mercedes, the driver who won last week. Now he's cooking here, using everything off the track. Yeah, he is. That was a really good last sector. And goes provisional pole position. 1.5 clear of JS Brand.
That was quick.
And is improved by only a little bit. As Cone is as well in a lap, 1/10 up on his time. The top 3 right now are pretty clear of the rest. There's 2/10 between them, 2.5 actually. As Cone now goes with a 1:3.7, pretty good lap from him. Do you know the name of the Alfa Romeo driver?
No, I'm.
Let us find out. Okay.
Sorry, I'm just trying to sort out this F1 tier shit.
Yeah, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine.
And try to eat my steak.
As long you don't answer me via Discord. Okay, what's his name? We need to find out. Man, it was so stressful to coordinate today. F2, I can't lie. Oh, it's Hasnain Petal. The Alfa Romeo driver. Hasnain.
Oh, the L's or the I's or whatever the hell that is.
Yeah.
Right. Oh, right. I thought you meant yes, brand. I was like, oh, I don't know. At least he has a name.
As Nestrik is in a lap as well, he's a little bit up on his time. What can he do? He can surely challenge Ennis in the Ferrari here. And what will be his time? His time will be a 1:3.8 and goes provisional P5. It's Libano on a lap. No, Libano is pitting. So everyone is in the pits, except of Jip, who's just starting his outlap. Is he doing maybe 2 outlaps? I think so. I would do 2 outlaps.
I'd like eat a massive piece of broccoli. So, it always seems to be Nestek out on the track.
Yeah, Nestrik just did a lap.
And
So
Jip.
yeah, he's doing an outlap. So he's starting his lap now, or is he doing another outlap? No, he's starting his lap. So we watch him because he's the only car on track right now.
On track.
As everyone is preparing the last stint, that was really close at the exit. What can Jip do? He was very quick earlier before, but got distracted by Rudy. He's 1/10 up after sector 1. So now he's pushing his AlphaTauri with the number 42 down the second straight.
As Austria is a track where you can actually have a wide variety of setups. People can go for a high drag or a low drag setup. And balancing either being fast in sector 1 and, you know, most of sector 3, I suppose.
Up on his time, Jip. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. Or they go for a high downforce setup where they can be quicker in sector 2. The problem is then overtaking, and they can be stuck behind DRS trains very quickly. Interesting track in that aspect, and not everybody is always going to have the same setup here.
As Jip goes P8.
Now we're going to have drivers coming out now for their final attempts in the next minute or so.
Galzik is now starting his lap. As well as... Oh, I forgot his name. Galzik with a big moment here into turn 1, now into turn 2, which isn't really a corner. And now he's down on his time. Yeah, I saw that because he got a huge moment there. The Red Bull driver. Which I had earlier before an argument because he wanted to watch the Eminem concert in Fortnite. But
Thank you
he
for
did better.
Racing. They're good lads, all of these in F2. They're good fellas.
Most of them, at least.
Most of them. That Liam now, he's not a good fella. He's a great fella.
Skalzik is pitting, or is he? Yeah, he is. So we're watching Jip. Oh no, he's pitting as well. As we're watching, I forgot his name. I'm sorry. Oh, you gotta. Yeah.
I'm just gonna call him Mr. I because I have no
Mr.
idea.
I,
what his
okay,
name is.
I like that. I like that.
Mr. I, the I, or it looks like it's binary almost like. Anyway. Meanwhile, back at the ranch.
Cohen is actually doing 2 outlaps.
Yeah, it can be hard to warm the tires up here. Just because it's such a short track.
Who's the first one who's starting a lap? It should be David Clark.
David Clark.
What is David Clark doing? Bulletproof here. Had some good races earlier this season.
David, very a good lad, very big fan of myself and Jack Bailey's commentary, so we'll go easy on him this evening and not roast him. As he comes into the very traction defending turn 1 here, very easy to lose the car. Takes a mild bit of curb there, hits the apex anyway. Now coming into the imaginary corner of turn 2, DRS wide open. Probably the most difficult zone for traction in this track here is the right-hander in turn 3. Has to be very smooth here on the acceleration. It's quite good there from him. As he sets apparently a purple sector 1. Now coming into turn 4, you want to avoid the curb here, excuse me, if possible, as it will slow you down. Hits it in third gear, that's fine. Now, first of 2 right-handers. What can he do here as he heads into the final sector? His sector 2 time is going to be a 44.6. He is 200ths up in his time, 2.5 hundredths up in his time. Turn 8 now, another imaginary turn. Now coming up to turn 9, drop the car into 7th, no, puts it in 6th, okay. And then the final turn here takes a bit of curb, keeps it within the white lines, and that is going to be a 103.88.
As Kono is as well on the last straight and is not challenging Jericho Balgos for the pole position. Now Goldzic is starting his lap. Oh, that was really very close, but he's starting. Otopa finished. Libino finished as well as now Jericho Balgos. What can he do? Oh, he invalidated. I'm sorry, I missed that.
He was 100 up in his time, but it didn't matter.
We watch Noise because Noise is always in a challenge for pole position. He's just trolling before everyone with his inters, but he got
Noise
very good pace.
700s up in his time as well. I'm sorry to cut across you, John.
Everything is fine, mate. So 2.5 seconds now. And purple sector 2, what can he do in the last sector in the sector 2? It's so difficult here. As Jerry's friend. Oh, there's a really close. Just watch at the top 4. Cone and Cone. Lol. Got the same time. And what can Noise do? He goes provision P5.
He goes P5. Disappointing for him.
Goldzic's still on a lap. He's the last one, I think. What can he do? I think he's faster than Otopa. Maybe even faster than Bulletproof David Clark. He is P6. A 5.6 for Red Bull. Red Bull seems to be very quick as well here.
As my steak and potatoes and broccoli is amazing. It's very good.
Oh my god. Just between the Alpine cone and the Aston cone, they have the same time, but the Alpine cone just went earlier on his lap. That's why he got put up in P3.
As that is qualifying wrapped up.
Do you actually know why the turn 2 is a turn and not a straight?
I think it's because of the MotoGP, isn't it?
No, it's because a racing track in Formula 1 needs to have at least 10 corners. And they just put it as a corner to have the 10.
No, fun facts there. So to round out qualifying, Jericho Ballas in first, Jesper in second, Cohen third, Cohen fourth, Noise fifth, Goldzic sixth, Nestic seventh, Bulletproof David Clark in eighth, Otapa in ninth, Jip 10th, Ennis 11th. Those driving lessons didn't pay off for him. 12th, Bath Destroyer 13th, Libnow 14th, Pinzio 15th. Rounding out the did not qualifiers, Zerdoroig, Clem, Liam Cross, and Frank the Tank.
It's gonna be interesting what can Clem and Frank, because they're probably, with Jericho and the top 4, the quickest drivers on here. We saw 2 weeks ago as Clem did a last to first challenge actually in F2. He won the race in Brazil. That was a pretty good race from him. So we're waiting. I don't think that we will see Wayne later on, because the chat will be saying that.
Be popping.
Yeah.
It'll be popping. As we see all the fans who've paid a lot of money to sit on the paddock pass or podium pass, whatever it's called, looking very happy with themselves.
Actually, in
I
Austria,
think
there
we're
always
recording
a
this.
party in the paddock after the race.
Yeah. Hopefully, I'm going to Hungary next year.
Oh, I hope I can
So
go in on a race as well this year.
yeah, Hungary's the cheapest race in Europe. Um, did you know actually the cheapest race to go to is Miami
Is it?
because it never sells out, and they just throw away tickets at the end. As we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights.
As Jericho. Oh. Oh, it's starting
And
now. As Jericho
that was a very delayed start
doesn't
there.
have the best start as JS went on the mediums. Goes P1, push Jericho a little bit off track, and through goes Cone on the Alpine Cone. Very, very good start from him as now JS went into turn 3. Is he doing a dive bomb here? No, he isn't. He's backed out a little bit. There's some carnage back there as now JS Brand and Cone are side to side each other, both on medium tires. Jericho sitting there, watching them fighting, as well as Noise and Cone fighting behind. They're still side to side to each other. Oh, that is gonna be some fun here. Who gonna be the first one? No contact. Still, as Cone goes, no, JS Brand goes wide. Still side to side. A little bit of touchy here. They like each other, I think. Jericho lost 2 positions on the start because of his hard tires, so he needs to calm down now. As he doesn't have any incident yet.
As Jericho seems to be the big loser so far, himself and Jip as Cohen says the fastest lap of the race. With the biggest winner so far being Bulletproof. Bulletproof at Ennis, is it?
Yeah, I think so.
Pinzio has also made 3 places as there's action further back as Jip has gone off the track. And Cohen has taken first place off at Yes Brand. Jericho waiting in the wings as there's a bit of a train already forming. No one seems to be getting away from the pack here as Otapa looks to be making the move on Noise here on the straight. Going into turn 4 as there's a bit of contact there. There's a bit more contact. Giving each other lots of space into the turn, just not on the straight for some strange reason.
No.
Just kind of ran him off the track there actually.
Yeah, and Ennis provided of the overtook Otopas. There are actually not that much hard runners as there's Mr. I, which caused a virtual safety car.
And that's
So
and
we
that
got
suspends the race
Jericho,
just for now.
Noise, Clem, Liam, Frank, and Libano, which starting on hards. The rest is starting on medium compound of tires.
Right, so race is suspended. Drivers have to keep to the delta, otherwise they get a drive-through penalty. And
I'm sure we're seeing at least 1 penalty now. As Liam Cross is pitting, as well as Libano.
Liam just about makes that pit entry as well. He drifted the car over the line.
He got damage.
3 drivers
for sure.
in the pit.
Yeah, he got damage. Libano probably as well. Yeah, both got damage. Very unlucky. As Mr. I got no front wing actually.
Yeah, he's no wing at all, yeah.
So, very intense first laps. Still, it was, in my opinion, pretty clean.
Pretty much fine.
As Otoba got the drive-through penalty, I said so. One is getting the penalty.
You called it, and the race has been restarted with Yes Brand in the lead, followed by Cohen and Jericho.
As Ennis lost a position to Otoba. He was a little bit sleepy at the restart.
He's going to be starting quite quickly. As Pinzio also gets past Nestack. Pack seems to be quite close together, though no one's going to break away for a little while.
Yeah.
This lap.
Everyone just chilling their battery, and there's going to be just a DRS train. I can't lie. As Ennis and Otopa is fighting to serve his drive.
There's a bit of contact there between Nestack and Bath Destroyer, whoever that is. As Otopa, I think, enters the pit.
Alfie is his name.
Okay. Oh, Alfie, okay. As Otopa enters the pit to serve his drive-through.
Now Nestwick goes around the outside, or down the inside actually, on turn 2.
As Jipe also gets past Zerdrig, Derry OG, whatever his name is. As
Clem goes for a dive on Alfie. Clem seems to have the pace on his hards now, using his ERS to get past Alfie because he knows he's quicker than the Haas driver. Goes around the outside into turn 4 it is. Still
Side by
both
side now.
side to side.
Tiny bit of contact there, but it's okay.
Still fine. Yeah, and Clem made the mistake. As
Very wide
Ennis
line
lost actually the DRS from noise. So Ennis needs to push his battery now ASAP to get back into the DRS train. Because otherwise he will lose a massive time as Jericho Cone goes provisional fastest lap with the 1:6.5. We will see faster times later on for sure. As Frank and Bas are fighter. Oh, actually, Alfie's just let him pass, I think.
Frank the Tank doing tanky things here.
As Jericho,
Ero Ps seems to be having problems on the exit of turn 1 every time. That's the second time he's had a very rough exit. But he seems to have gotten past Jip.
It's now Pinzio and Ennis are maybe fighting. Yeah, Pinzio is now using his battery. No, he's just chilling behind. But Ennis lost half a second from the start of this lap from the middle of sector 2. So he's gonna have a very, very hard race with some quick drivers behind. If I would be Ennis, I would try that Clem is overtaking him. As Jericho goes past Cone, no, Jericho backs out now. They're fighting pretty hard as Cone lost the DRS actually from JS Sprint.
This is the thing in Austria. When you fight with somebody, you risk compromising yourself for the driver ahead or behind. The driver ahead with the DRS and the driver behind, they can attack you. So you have to pick your spots very, very carefully here. That's why in sector 2 it's not really wise to overtake, apart from in turn 4.
Cone is using his battery though.
Turn 6 and 7, they're not really good for overtaking unless you know you can get the move to stick. As Pinzio and Ennis are fighting into turn 3.
What is Nesbitt doing? That was a very, very dirty dive into turn 3 here, as now Clem trying to get past Nesbitt. Thinks better of it. As Cone still is in the DRS from JS Brand.
As there's a lot of contact here between Battister and Ero Ps. Jip also gets past the Williams as well, going into turn 6, sorry.
As Cone is now 3/10 out of the DRS actually. So 1.3 seconds behind JS Brand. JS Brand is pushing a little bit his battery. Jericho needs to pass, or Cone still got 100% of ERS, as Jericho got 70 and Cone got 60, JS Brand got 40. So he doesn't want to have them behind, have DRS, as Cone now in the DRS of Jericho goes for a dive. Oh, that's gonna be interesting here into turn 3. As Jericho goes for a dive bump here. Pretty good move from...
a bit of contact with Cone on Cone there. I think he went to the back of him.
I love
Cone on Cone violence.
As Jericho... Yeah, Cone got...
As look at this exit he's after getting out of turn 3. He's going to let look at Jericho here. And gets the move. He gets the move to stick there.
Yeah, it was smart driving from Jericho, because he knows that Cone is a pretty fast guy and he's on a different set of tires. So he just chilling behind, saving his ERS, and let Cone use his battery to get back into the DRS of the Alfa Romeo driver.
If you're on the hard tires here, you're banking on no safety car in the first 20 laps.
Yeah.
After 20 laps, you're in your safety car window. Even after 18 laps, I suppose. You're in your safety car window to pit for the hards, to bring mediums to the end. Whereas if you're the medium runners, you would prefer the safety car between lap, say, 14 and 17.
Yeah, I don't know how long the... Yeah, Jericho just chilling behind Cone. Don't want to... So they are... We need another name for both of them. He's just chilling behind and saving his battery, because we saw him lifting as Clem and Ennis are fighting. And Rudy. Oh, that's pretty interesting.
Rudy's in the middle of this sandwich here.
Oh,
Clem is fighting with the two IRT drivers. Doesn't look for a move there. Looks to just keep it on the track. Bide his time.
And Pinzio are also fighting. Oh, they're losing a lot of time to the drivers, to the top 7 here.
As the Haas of the Bath Destroyer and Derry are fighting again.
They're fighting it pretty hard.
Bath Destroyer almost loses it.
Whoa!
Bath Destroyer seems to be struggling here. Maybe his tires are already scrubbed.
It's now Clem and Frank are close to each other. As Jericho maybe goes for a move. It's just
as the Derry's gone off the track, he's lost the car.
Oh, and for sure rearing damage for S Derry OG. That's right, the first 3 seconds actually. As Jericho and Cone working pretty good together.
As Derry has unfortunately retired for the race for him. Unlucky, sir.
Jericho
said he probably got wearing damage.
And Cone gained like a second in the last 2 laps on JS Brand, as JS Brand is on 30% of ERS and Jericho is nearly in the DRS, so he needs to use his battery now. And he is.
He is, yeah.
And is now back in the DRS. So pretty good.
Jericho thinks now the time is to attack now. He thinks the mediums are starting to fall off and he's going to...
As Bulletproof got a 3 seconds time penalty and fall down as another warning here for sure. He's out of the DRS of Cone.
But Goldzick is right on the back of him now, and he's going to make the move into turn 3 if he gets a good exit here. He takes a bit of a wide berth and misses the apex there for turn 1. Now, is Goldzick going to make the move on David?
Frank and Ennis are fighting.
This. Goes on the inside, makes the move now. Does he get the stick? Does Bulletproof try to switch back? He does not. He's just going to let him pass, I think.
It's now Noise.
His own DRS now. As he's
but
using...
Bulletproof trying to go for a bad move here. As we got... Oh, I forgot just bin it. And there's a safety car. Safety car because Beth user Alfie Beth binned it into turn 1. Probably gets on the curb and lost his car. So what are we seeing now? What is Jericho Vargas doing?
Well, this as we said, the optimum pitting time would be right lap 14, lap 12, between lap 13 and 17 for the mediums. It's a bit early for them. But Cohen and David...
Pitting. At least I'm expecting everyone to pit.
Ooh.
Contact?
Whoa.
You're lagging a little bit. Zolf, hello, Darius.
Yeah, my game disconnected.
Oh my god. You disconnected. Oh.
I was like, why is the man going into the wall? He went into the wall!
Oh, that was probably your Wi-Fi.
Fucking hell.
I got you. So everyone pitted. No one stayed out. Yeah, there's one. Libano stayed out. Of course, Libano.
I just see David Clark drive straight into the wall. I was like, how is this car still got tires on?
As we're watching the tires, JS Brand went for another set of mediums. As Jericho, because he got his hards on his cars, was Cone, David Clark, Goldzick went on the hard, so they're trying to go till the end, like Nesnik, Ennis, Otopa, and Liam do as well. Liam on all set of
and
hards.
Chip has went on the soft compound tire, so he's obviously up to something funny.
He wants to cook the first 2 rounds here.
Safety car is probably going to be out for another lap anyway.
Yeah.
Lap and a half. So, 2 DNS so far after 11 laps. One of them being a retirement, the other being, I don't know what happened there, he got a car off the track. The person with a penalty at the moment is Bulletproof. And has been pretty stable at the top of the field, with Yes Brand leading the way for most of the race. Jericho wasn't, I think his lid now is actually pitted, is he? He has. As Jericho was kind of forced off the track on turn 1 at the start of the race, and that's been the only talking point really so far.
Yeah. Do you think the hearts can go to the end?
Yeah, they can definitely go to the end here.
But I think it would be the better strategy to go onto a set of mediums and then later on for another set of softs.
Yeah. To be honest, there's probably going to be another safety car. Austria's just quite bad for it. To be honest, I don't know what it is. Like last year, there wasn't as many safety cars, like an F122 as opposed to an 23. It just seems to be safety cars all the time now.
Yeah.
I think it's because, like, you know, it's more difficult to lose the car, so people are a bit more aggressive. Saying that, Liam now goes off the track in turn 3.
Oh my god.
But it seems like people, because like when you lose the car now, you just have a snap of oversteer instead of just doing a pirouette, which you used to do before. So I think that's the reason for it. I'm not entirely sure. I'm not a professor now.
But just
Any of this
a
stuff,
safety
but-
car goes in this lap. But if there isn't a safety car anymore, I think Jericho and JS Brand, because Jericho can switch to another fresh set of mediums, they're in a pretty good position because they're gonna be seconds a lap faster.
Yeah, they're going to really pull away here for the next 10 laps or so, as Jess Brand is going to lead us off with this safety car restart.
So
I think, well, they're
need to
definitely on
try
another
to
stop
break.
anyway, whereas Cohen is just... I think Cohen's banking on no more safety cars. The Aston Martin Cohen. Actually, both Cohens.
Yeah.
Jess Brand is warming up his tyres and deciding when he can go, as the safety car is now in the pit. Jericho right on the back of his gearbox here, basically touching his rear wing there. And he's gone, and Jericho's... Oh, and there's a bit of contact, and he's actually left this very, very late here. And there's also bits of carbon fibre flying off the track there.
Oh,
And he
it was
is
a really
gone.
good restart for JS Brand here. As Jericho needs to fight, as Cohen, Aston Martin tries to go for a switchback. But there is the AlphaTauri from, I don't see his name, Bulletproof David Clark goes, gained 2 positions I think, and goes for a dive on Cohen.
Contact between him and Cohen. And Cohen almost goes into the back of David Clark.
God.
And there's contact into turn 3, and he forces him off the track, and the other Cohen as well. Pincio in the mess of this,
that's
making
gonna-
all these positions up.
Oh no, that's gonna be not anyway. As Pincio is also 1 second out of the, so he's out of the DRS
As
because they're
there's
fighting.
major contact
Oh
there.
my God.
As Goal goes into the side of Cohen. And the two of them are ghosting now, and there's
Oh
a
my
massive
God.
sandwich here having into turn 6.
We're gonna see so much. Oh my god, what? Yeah, we're back to the top.
Everyone's just ghosting.
Yeah. It's now
Wow.
Jericho and JS Brand in a really good position here. I can't
Already
lie.
pulled away 1.7 seconds.
Yeah. And they're probably pretty fast here. Much faster than Bulletproof. And I think both of them know they need to work together and not against each other. As we got Frank and Nesbitt into the pits. As they're still fighting.
Frank
And
into
has
group
lost
action
another
tomorrow night.
position here.
As Golda gets past Ennis now.
And Noise goes for a dive on Cohen, but Cohen tries to switch back into turn 3 it is. Now
There's a bit of contact between Ennis and Goldrick.
Is
And Ennis
gay.
does not have the DRS either.
There's no DRS yet.
Oh, that's right. I was wondering.
So back
Cohen
to the top.
right in the back of Noise as well.
Yeah. Back to the top.
Very,
2
very
seconds.
close
And then another second to Noise. So the top 2, Jericho and JS Brand, are in a really good position here. As Otopa
Yeah,
and
they're just
Jip are
pulling away.
fighting. Side to side. No, they're not side to side. Jip backed out a little bit.
Just runs the fastest lap of the race.
Run on Otopa on his fresh softs, and made the move stick is Otopa going for a switching now, but Pincio overtook Bulletproof
Pincio
David
gets
Clark.
past David Clark.
But David Clark, oh, there was very late
There's
move
a lot
from
of
David
contact
Clark.
there. There's
He's
a bit of
fighting
moving
hard.
under braking there.
He's not playing the smart game, David, because they lost another second to Jericho and JS Brand. As there's contact between them two, as Noise overtook both of them because they just fighting.
Biding his time.
Yeah. As now just the lead for 4 seconds. As Noise got a
As
huge
Noise
moment.
almost loses the car,
Yeah.
a massive snap there of oversteer, and that has left Pincio to come back into the fray, and he is gaining on him, and he only might make this move into turn 1 if he can keep it. He decides not to though.
I
He's
just
probably going
wanna
to try and
say-
make it into turn 3.
Clem is effectively P5 right now because of Bulletproof's penalty.
Yeah. As Pincio is going to make this move now into turn 3. he's
Oh,
got a massive
huge
snap of
moment from
oversteer.
Pincio.
And that leaves him exposed to David Clark, who's now coming in like a thunderbolt here on Noise. Late move into the inside. Has to go very,
Oh,
very
there's
wide
big
there.
contact!
God.
Because Noise tried to go for the switchback and Cone just drove into the back of Noise. So much
What
carnage
is
here.
this? Lots of lockups is happening.
Yeah,
Everyone's burning their tires.
it's just the game, I think. As Cone and Clem are now behind Bulletproof, who's free. Bulletproof with, I can't lie, in my opinion, 2 hard dive bombs into turn 3. But I'm not the steward of this tier, I can't decide it.
As Jericho has DRS and yes, Brandon for 1. And I think he's finally going to make the move now, as he's got a 50% differential on the battery. Into turn 3, he's probably going to make the move. He gets a clean exit, which he does, as I gets 3-second 9 penalty for track limits. Jericho gaining, but he's not using the battery again, just biding his time. Actually, he's backed out of it.
He's using. Cone isn't.
Make it now.
And Jericho goes for, no, it's Clem, sorry. It's Clem going for a dive on Cone, on the Aston Martin Cone. It still side to each other.
Well.
Bulletproof giving Clem the slipstream actually. So now still a side to side between Clem and Cone. They're probably
a tiny bit of contact here. As Clem and Cohen are going straight at it. Clem seems to have gotten the move done, but I don't think it's going to stick. As there's a bit more contact, he almost loses the car.
It was just a racing incident in my opinion. As Goldsy gets another, also 3 seconds time penalty. As Ennis is last, Ennis pitted. What happened to my boy? My boy.
Interestingly here, Pincio is right on the back of Noise, and Cohen. There's a bit of a train forming here with Bulletproof leading the way. And I think he is about to be overtaken by Clem here.
Yeah.
Clem sells the dummy there to make Cohen go wide. Doesn't bite though. He's probably going to have a look at him here into turn 3. He is not using though.
Clem just wants to stay behind.
Yeah.
As Noise goes for dive on the Aston Cone.
You have to put a lot of trust into your competitors here when you're following them, because just picking the right braking spot is very, very crucial.
For a dive into turn 4. Oh, loses the rear end, touches Bulletproof, and Cone is the winner of it. No, he isn't. Clem is still P4.
More
and there's now 7 seconds, actually 8 seconds between P1, P2, and then P3. 8 seconds. After
further back
7
in the field,
laps.
Nesak is being followed by Frank. Excuse me.
You're fine.
As Jericho Ness is the fastest lap of the race, and he actually took the lead. We didn't see that. Must have done it just now. As Yes Brand is right on the back of his gearbox and has DRS.
They're still fighting for P3 here. Oh, this is gonna be Cone now with a big, oh fucking sake, a good exit out of turn 1, and oh my god!
There's a lot of contact there.
Jericho and Jay Sprint just can be happy that they're so far ahead out of the carnage. As Jay Sprint is out of any ERS, Jericho still with 60, so he needs to push. As now Cone made the move stick on Bulletproof. Bulletproof was a pretty good defender here.
Yeah, he was really the corkscrew in the bottle there, holding up all the drivers. 8.5 seconds, nearly 9 seconds now between Cone and Nisbrand.
But I'm pretty sure Cone can gain a little bit. Otherwise,
yeah, but he also has to nurture his tires to the end. There's 16 more laps to go. Medium runners are the 2 medium runners in the front are really liking this. They need to push though and try and get more of a time differential. As Jesbrand is looking at Jericho going into turn 3, he's gone on the outside now, and he's going to get this. I don't know if he's going to get this move to stick. He is. He's used up all his battery though, and Jericho's 56%.
Bulletproof trying to go for a dive from moves. Yeah, he's smart driving from Cone. He braked a little bit earlier, not too much dangerous here to get the DRS, and he made a
tiny bit of contact.
Oh, as now Bulletproof seems to have a low wings here because he is faster on the straight.
There's a bit more contact, and that brings the other Alpine Cone straight into the mix. has the door shut on him quite rapidly by the Aston Martin cone as Clem is on the scene as well, waiting to pick up the pieces if anything is to occur. This train is really developing now, all the way from P3 the whole way to P11. And then Lieb now has two people behind him. But, yeah.
As Frank and Nestor are fighting, as Bulletproof gets another 3 seconds time penalty.
And so does Jip. 4 drivers at the moment with time penalty for track limits.
As I'm very unlucky. It's very unlucky for Ennis, he's just there in P17, not using his battery. As Clem gets 3 second time penalty, and J.S. Brandt and Jericho are fighting. J.S. Brandt with 10% ERS, and Jericho with 60, and now with the help of the DRS, gets past him again, and now he's using his battery to gain his time to get out of the DRS of J.S. Brandt. As Cone is 10 seconds behind and is weaving on the straights. But Bulletproof goes for a dive into turn 4. Cone braked a little bit later, but there's
a lot of contact.
That's just not very smart race awareness from them.
Well. Wow. We'll just leave it as well. As further up the field, Jip's soft tires are surely gone by now. He's just waiting for a safety car so he can...
As Cone is pitting, Clem, I'm sorry, he's doing an undercut on them.
And Jip is pitted as well.
As Liam went up to P8.
And Jericho and Jesbrand are fighting again. Jesbrand got ahead of Jericho at the moment.
Jericho used a lot of battery to get out of the DRS, but didn't make it stick. Still, Cone and Bulletproof are fighting, and Noise as well. Oh my god, it's... I see this before, I can't lie.
I've seen this every lap. As Bulletproof this time at the outside, turn 4, and Cone on the inside. Neither driver able to pull away from the other one at the moment. As Bulletproof is right on the back of Cohen's gearbox. Bit of contact there, almost loses the car. I'm sure he's got damage from that. As Ennis gets a 3 second time penalty, and that's compromised David Tark now for the other Cohen to come in, and Goldzig is going to be right in the back of him too.
How did Ennis got a penalty? He was on the straight. Oh, Ennis, my boy. Not the best race from our Albanian fella.
Too busy thinking about Dua Lipa. Right, so Liam Cross now is actually in provisional P6 with the 2 time penalties that are ahead of him. He has also arrived on the scene now to see what's going on. As Nesta gets a 3 second time penalty as well. Jericho again closing in on Jesbrand, not using the battery though, just maintaining. I don't think he's going to move here. Yeah.
Yeah, smart driving. As Noise now actually is P3, and Cone and Noise are now taking the fight like we saw every lap.
Turn 4 is the new hotspot on this track.
Yeah, it is.
Very famous where Lewis Hamilton spun out poor Alex Albon, and then years later George Russell spun out Checo Perez.
No, that was a racing incident still, in my opinion.
I'm not saying they aren't, I'm just saying that's what happened.
Anyway, it's now Bulletproof lost a lot of positions here. He's down to P6. Oh yeah, he got his mistake. Yeah, anyway.
Yeah, I think he has ring damage as well. As Pinzio gets a 3 second time penalty. It's all about keeping on the track here within the white lines.
Let us check the first. I'm checking the penalties.
And the thing is now, Lieb now is going to have to start pushing if he wants to get any more than T10. As there's a yellow flag in sector 1, and that looks like Pinzio. Pinzio's DNF'd.
Oh, there's safety car.
And that's going to bring out the safety car, and I expect the whole field to box now. Apart from Clem. Clem here is going to get away with one, I think, and he might shoot the whole way up. If he doesn't get stuck with the Delta, which I think he has, unfortunately.
I can't lie, that's very, very unlucky for J.S. Brandt and Jericho because they're 15 seconds ahead.
Yeah, but they needed a pit anyway, so...
Yeah, but a virtual safety car would save their nuts so much.
A VSC would have been better for them, yeah. But they're going to both box now, probably for softs.
Jericho's? No. Yeah. I'm expecting as well everyone to pit.
Yeah, the whole field should probably pit here.
We just could do a 10 lapper. would be the same amount of interesting here as the last three. Frank, Nesbitt, and Ennis pitted for
Jericho
soft.
goes on to the mediums, and
Yeah.
Jesper goes on to the softs. That's very interesting
I
decision.
think
Maybe
it's
Jeremy
smarter to
Jericho doesn't
go
have any
onto
fresh
the
soft
mediums.
sets.
No one stayed out.
We're gonna be.
Oh, Mr. I stayed out.
Aye.
No, he's a blocker for Jericho and Sprint.
As everyone here is pitting for fresh softs. Well, whoever has fresh softs.
Clem is also pitting again. Okay.
As Jericho almost goes into the back of the safety car.
Oh.
Scary moment for him there, as I is going to act as the biggest buffer now for the two boys in the front on this restart. Everyone behind him on on fresh tires. And that's if he doesn't pit. I'm assuming he will pit now. But he is going to lose a lot of places. Checking up on the penalties. I is 9. David Clark is 6. Goldzig 3, along with Jip and Clem. Nestek with 6, and Ennis also with 3. Ennis been given a bit of a lifeline here now. He's been given a lifeline back into this race. He was very far off the pace there, and now he's right back in it.
Oh my god, what a race that was.
So Jip as well, he's in a bit of a difficult situation here, being on 3-lap old hards, as I does decide to pit.
Oh, does he know? Oh, unlucky for Jericho and Jasmine at least.
Yeah.
The buffer is gone.
The buffer's been buffed out. That's going to send him tumbling down the standings. So, in terms of now the overall outcome of this race, Isbrand and Jericho need to pull away quickly here. Not because they're time penalties or anything, just because everyone is on softs apart from Cohen.
Ennis is going for another set of softs. Okay, interesting.
No, it's a smart decision.
It is, yeah.
A lot of the drivers have.
3 actually, and Mr. III.
I think Frank is just kind of staying out of trouble because he knows this isn't his race. He's just doing this for testing.
It would be the right choice, to be fair.
Yeah. He doesn't want any carnage attached to his name. As if you are watching crossplay at the moment, there is rain.
Oh.
And there is 9 drivers left on the field. The track, whatever you want to call it.
But for real, who's watching crossplay when we got F2 here with our great fellas in here and not Matthew Wongson in the commentary box?
There's one person watching crossplay.
How much are watching
Probably
F2?
Matthew as well. Yeah.
Just, oh my god. As safety car actually goes in this lap.
That's a bit of a late call.
But it is the right call from Michael Masi here. As Jericho now needs to get a better start. Oh. Jason goes now, and Jericho with a much better restart now. He's not going for a move. As this carnage bulletproof. It's now
as everyone seems to have gotten cleanly away from turn 1 there.
It's Noise actually overtaking Jericho. And Bulletproof and Cohen are fighting. Oh my
Cohen
god.
causes a massive shunt there nearly. That could have been very, very bad.
As Liam Cross actually goes P6. So actually he's P5.
Yeah, as Liam now and Clem are going side by side into turn 4.
And Jasper and Noise are fighting as well.
A lot of action on the track now at this restart. It's really shuffled things up. The two McLaren drivers are behind each other as well. Are going to be beside each other soon. As Libya has a bit of a shake there, going through turn 8.
Oh, no,
and Clem and Jip are side by side. Clem gets the move done in turn 9 there almost before the turn. I think Chip just let him through, to be honest, as Noise sets the fastest lap of the race.
But used a lot of his battery, nearly
Yeah.
half of his
Half of
battery.
it, yeah. But
Still
Jesper
using.
has also used half his battery too. Jericho waiting in the wings. I think he's just going to let them two fight and let the race come to him
Everyone
later on.
used half of their battery though. Except of Otoba. As Jericho, I think Jericho knows he doesn't have the pace now because of his medium front tires. His pace will come around lap 32. I think he will be faster on his mediums. As Ennis and Mr. Ayayaya are fighting, and Ennis makes the move stick here. Goes P14 only needs 2 positions for points. But he got his 2 seconds time penalty, so it's going to be very, very interesting later on.
Now it's just one massive DRS train the whole way as Otopa gets past Lib now.
Just team orders here, and little Frank as well.
Frank as well. I think Lib now struggling.
It's Golzik gets the 3 seconds time penalty.
And Nestic as well.
Oh yeah.
DRS has been enabled.
Now this is where the fun begins.
Yeah, as Cohen is very close to the back of Jericho.
Jericho is using a little bit, but he's trailing behind, yeah. As Libano spun it into turn 1.
Oh, Lib now.
Adam, no. As Clem and Golzik are fighting.
Clem, his race seems to have stagnated a bit since the safety car restart. Yeah. There's a bit of a surge there in the middle part of this race. And he is side by side with the Red Bull of Golzik. And they're still side by side through the turn. Very clean racing there from the two of them. There's a bit of contact now.
In my opinion, Clem. Whoa, Spinal.
Oh.
As Ennis is in the points. Who?
That's unfortunate for the Mercedes driver, Clem there.
Very unlucky for him, yeah.
And also for Golzik, I think he's going to pit. No. Yes. No. Yes. Bit of a dodgy pit entry there.
Mr. II got another 3 seconds time penalty.
II is a walking penalty board at the time.
Libano,
also the penalty.
No.
And Nestic also in the pits.
Clem got
as well.
Oh yeah. He's retiring in the pits.
He's retired.
As JS Brand is out of any ERS now.
As Noise goes into the back of Jesbrand there, very close. Just for a little love tap. As Jericho is going to now start making his moves, he's going to start attacking.
Cone is using. Yeah. He's going for a dive here. Very clean drive from them two because they know how to drive.
And now Cone has also gotten past Jericho. Further back, Liam is just watching all this here.
Half of his battery, and Jaceman is flashing actually, so Noise is in a pretty good position here.
Noise, who wants to watch the Fortnite event, decided to race instead. Now he's fighting for the win.
Actually, JS Brand can maybe get a 5 seconds time penalty in the stewards room later on if Jericho Balgos reports the lap 1 incident.
As Jericho seems to have dropped off a bit now 600's off the pace.
Yeah, it's
Liam's still following though closely behind, and David Clark as well with his 9 seconds.
Noise
I think
goes
it is
for
the time
a move now.
Noise does get the move to stick, but he is not going to have DRS, whereas Jesbrand does. And here he comes. He's going to make a move on the inside into turn 4. Bit of a lock up there. He seems to make the move stick there. He's okay.
Nice diving here. As Cone maybe goes stop around the outside here. No. Which a little bit of switchback. No, actually not. I lied. I'm sorry. Wait. So how did your race
Cone is
go?
a massive snap there.
I watched F4 yesterday a little bit, and you were P2. How does it end?
I finished P5. I think I got taken out. I got taken out of the safety car restart. Unfortunately for me.
As Cone spun, the Alpine Cone spun at the exit of turn 10 here. And is now down to P12.
Still in the points, but here comes Liv now. As Noise gets the move done in Jesbrand again into turn 3, and Jesbrand's probably going to come back at him.
As Liam and Jericho are fighting. I think they're in a party together as well. I think they are not like team orders, but Liam knows it's not his tier. He should relax here. So now noise. Everyone got half of their battery except of Jasmine, who's using his battery a lot. It's just
yellow flag in
no,
sector
Liv,
2.
no.
Liv now decides to live not. That's going to bring Goldzic back into the frame with him. Essentially sealing our top 12 point setters for this race, so long as nobody DNFs in front of them. With the top 4 really pulling, or top 5, sorry, really pulling away.
Top
David
6.
Clark is, yeah, David Clark is there and abouts with the time penalties as well, though. He's not going to be making it. You'd assume he's not going to be making any moves with the time penalties that he has.
Oh, it's gonna be interesting in the last 2 laps because everyone is using their battery. As Cohen goes for a move on JRS Brand, he used a lot of his battery and get the move stick. And Jericho needs to get past JRS Brand here ASAP as well to have a chance for the win, because I don't think JRS Brand is in a pretty good position here because he doesn't have any battery left.
No. And what's interesting here as well is that Jericho, the race is going to come to him now as the soft tires are going to definitely start dropping off by now.
Yeah, for sure.
His mediums are only getting started.
Huge moment for Jericho here.
There.
Liam as well out of turn 10.
And now here he goes. He's going to make his move into turn 3. This is just to set it up.
Oh, good exit here
Beautiful
he's
exit.
using. Oh, he stopped using because he knows JRS Brand is flashing, goes now down the inside. Used it a little bit again. Beautiful
There's
stuff.
a bit of block up there.
Beautiful move here into turn 4. Turn 3, I'm sorry.
I think my game just froze, to be honest.
No. As all of the top 3 are got like 30% of ERS. But this is gonna be interesting for these laps now. It's lap 34 of 36. Who is gonna win? Noise, Cone, there's the Martin Cone, or Jericho? Or is it another? Maybe JRS Brand is a spinning Mr. III, or maybe even Liam as Cone.
As Cone gets a 3-second
it
time
was the wrong
penalty.
Cone.
The other Cone, the Alpine Cone.
As now, this is gonna be interesting. It's the penultimate lap.
David Fernandez thinks Jericho is going to win.
Oh, David Fernandez, a Jericho lover. Jericho now using his battery, stopped using. Oh, now or a T-Cone. Where's
Jericho's going
Jericho?
on the inside.
Oh,
no
there's
contact,
a little bit of
beautiful move,
contact.
and he might get the move for the win here.
Yeah, there's a yellow flag because of Libin now again.
And Jericho's Jericho had a look there. No
contact between Liam and JRS Brand.
And
It's
David Clark is
Clark.
also on the grass.
And that puts Ennis up to P7. But he got his 3 seconds time penalty. He would... yeah, he's effectively P8 right now. It's now just a truck battle between Cone, Jericho and Noise for the last lap. Oh, this is gonna be so interesting.
Roger wants Cohen to win this. His teammate in ORT.
It's now Jericho. He needs to make the moves up to
This is it.
turn 4 actually.
This is it.
Yeah,
It's
now everyone is
last lap.
using their
Here we
battery.
go.
As
I think Jericho's going to go for it now.
It was a little bit early in my opinion. Oh, beautiful cover up, that switch back, and now he needs to use his battery. Noise is sticking into his DRS. Every one of them is slashing. As Noise goes not for a move, maybe Cone for no, Jericho. Was it moving under
Jericho with a
braking?
bit of an aggressive. It was definitely moving under braking. It was a bit of an
didn't start
aggressive
it.
move there into turn 4. Not sure if it's entirely punishable, but it was definitely an aggressive move here. As Noise is going to have to take P2 by the looks of it.
Another P2 for Noise. That's his 3rd run in the season after round 4. As now Jericho is winning the Austrian Grand Prix on track with Noise P2, Cone P3, and I don't see the rest. You need to say the rest, please.
Yes, Brian P4, Liam Cross P5, Frank in 6, Otapa 7, NS 8, Jip 9. Bulletproof has retired from this. Oh, he's DNF'd.
As I'm inviting the top 3 right now, because I am doing some interviews.
You're doing some turkeys?
Some turkeys.
As Liam decides to DNF to let Libna get the final point.
Big V. It's
Very good
Noise. It's Noise, Jericho, and Cohen.
Cohen.
I invited them to a party. Let's see
Right.
if they're joining.
I need to run. Thank you all for watching this evening. Lots of love.
Oh my god. That race was intense. As I am trying to get some interviews here of the top 3. No one is joined yet. Jericho is gonna be joined the race winner here. I think Alex So Noise is joining as well. I would love that as well, at least. So we just chilling here. Cone as well as Noise is as well in here. So we got the top 3 into the party. As Noise got P2, yeah, we're not starting with you, Alex. We're waiting for Cone. Jericho joined the party, the winner on track. But we're not starting with Jericho either, because we're still waiting for Cone.
Who done 4 stop started P19 and finished P5? What is that?
Liam Cross is just a legend. As we got here, our race results of Jericho, Noise, Cone, Jasbrand, Frank, Otopa, Ennis, and the rest I unfortunately didn't see. Anyway, is Cone? Yeah, okay. We're just starting with you, Noise. Noise, how was your race? Explain.
Very sweaty.
Yes.
I got the shittest lap in qualifying. I think I qualified P6. Oh, you can start with Cohen first, actually.
Okay.
Yeah, you can start with Cohen. Yeah,
Cone. You hear Cone? You hear us? He doesn't. Cone? Hello. How was your race? Yeah. I think we know which the driver was. I think one of them was Alpha Tauri driver.
Bulletproof, yeah.
He knows. Yeah. Still, do you have something else to say to our community? Okay, then we're going to Noise. Noise, explain how your race went.
Yeah, so qualified P6, and then from then on, it was just staying consistent, not getting any track limits. I was caught in a massive train. I think that was after. When was that massive train after? Was it after a safety car?
Yeah, after the
safety
car. Yeah, after the safety car. But there was 2 safety cars in the race.
Yeah,
the first safety car. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. After the first safety car, Bulletproof was just like a train. He had like a 6-car train behind him. There was some like dirty moves going on.
Yeah, especially
luckily
in turn 4.
I managed to make it clean. Yeah, I managed to go from like P8 or 9 to like free in like one corner. Um, but yeah, after that I did get spun by someone. I think it was the Alpines, and then yeah, I got really lucky with that and the safety car because I was ahead of the like that massive train, so I just went into the pits P3, and then I knew it was going to be hard to keep up with Cohen, but I managed to do it. But then Jericho at the end just got me. But
Yeah,
GG's to me.
it was pretty interesting the race because every lap after lap we got a battle into turn 3 and turn 4. Some DRS games were played as well. So we are heading to our race winner, Jericho Balgos.
Crystal, hello, hello.
After the second safety car come out, do you thought it's gonna be game over for you because you had like a 16 seconds gap to P3,
We'll
and
see
now
that.
it's gonna
Okay,
be
right.
dirty?
I'll talk about before the safety car came on.
Okay.
I think the strat on those medium tires was to take those to the end from lap 10. So I didn't really know what to do. I think either way it would have been game over because Cohen was on hards and he could take those to the end. So I don't know what the pace would have been like if there was no second safety car. But that second safety car, I knew I didn't have a fresh set of softs. But you know, good engineers, Bashi and Mr. Golden Flame came
Oh,
back, came in clutch. I put on medium tires and just hoped 13 laps was enough to like wear down the tires, and it was pretty tough to stay with the soft runners, and luckily I got the soft tires or the medium tires came to live towards the end. Um, so yeah,
yeah. This last race laps after the safety car, the last 13 laps I think it was just.
yeah,
We know Jericho would be quicker after 10 laps because of his medium compound destroyers, and that paid off. So he won on track, at least.
just about.
Maybe just about. Okay, still okay, that's it, I think. Does anyone have to say anything? Jericho, Noise, Cone?
No. What's next week's track?
Oh, I don't know. Imola, I think.
Oh, I don't mind. That's okay. That's okay.
Okay, as tomorrow it's F1 at 6 p.m. Yeah, at 6 p.m. tomorrow, be sure to subscribe the channel and watch the race tomorrow because I'm racing as there. Uh, because I'm watching. Fuck. Because I'm racing there tomorrow. So I'm gonna cook there. I'm gonna win. Okay.
Yes, you
And
will. Yes, you will.
that's a big cap.
Bro, I can't take any more P2s. I need to go win.
Yeah, that's his
How many P2s do you have?
third
Three.
run.
Just there.
Third
Oh,
run. Oh my god.
oh
Okay.
yeah. That's
So
well done,
that's
GG's
it.
guys.
We're gonna see you next week for Imola, and that's it. Bye bye.